Thor and the Sentry versus the Martian Manhunter and Doomsday. Who would win? The opening clash is seismic. Thor goes straight for Doomsday because he knows brute force is the only language that monster speaks. Thunder, God Blast level strikes, storm amplification, and for a moment, Thor actually gains ground. Meanwhile, the Sentry targets Martian Manhunter, relying on sheer speed and molecular manipulation to keep John from phasing or going invisible. But here's the first tactical shift. Martian Manhunter isn't just muscle. He's telepathy, intangibility, shapeshifting, and high-end speed. He quickly realizes that Sentry is mentally unstable and begins exploiting that. John disrupts Sentry's focus, clouding his senses and interfering with his energy cohesion. The fight becomes a chess match of psychic pressure versus raw power. Back on the other side, Thor unleashes everything he has at Doomsday, but the problem is Doomsday adapts. The more Thor hammers him, the more resistant he becomes to divine energy and blunt force. Thor can hurt him, but he can't hurt him the same way twice. The longer the fight goes on, the worse it gets. Here's the moment where the battle tilts. Martian Manhunter is the first elimination, but not easily. The Sentry, pushed to his limits and resisting John's telepathy by sheer force of will, finally overloads, unleashing a burst of energy powerful enough to incapacitate Martian Manhunter. But that exertion destabilized him badly. Now it becomes Thor and a deteriorating Sentry versus Doomsday. Doomsday, having adapted to Thor's power, starts turning the tide. Every strike from the Thunder God becomes less effective, and Doomsday's counterattacks hit with increasingly lethal efficiency. Sentry tries to re-enter the fight, but his energy form is unraveling under psychic backlash and overexertion. Ultimately, Sentry is the second elimination, collapsing under his own instability before Doomsday can even land a final hit. Now it's Thor versus Doomsday, and this is where the last stand happens. Thor summons every last shred of storm force, lightning beyond planetary scale, Uru weapon mastery, warrior's fury, and he still can't put Doomsday down permanently. The monster keeps coming, adapting to every new trick in seconds. Eventually, Doomsday lands the decisive blow, overwhelming Thor with brute, ever-evolving savagery. The deciding factor was Doomsday's adaptation and John's telepathic disruption. Marvel brings overwhelming power, but DC brings insurmountable evolution and versatility that gets the dub.